Hello, everyone. Welcome to Your Week with Jon W. Same red shirt, different shit. Let's get started. So, big week in gaming. GamesCom announced tons of new games, such as the Callisto Protocol, made by the same group of Dead Space. Sonic Frontiers, a brand new game there for the Sonic franchise. Looks super fun and open world. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, so that you can haunt the dreams of both the young and old who still remember that game. Hogwarts Legacy, so you too can be a wizard, Harry. Dead Island 2, which, quite frankly, I am fucking pumped to be seeing that finally announced. It looks great. And then Goat Simulator 3. I have no idea why it's as popular as it is, but holy shit, it is super popular. So all of these games are getting announced. I was able to be there live via video at 2 o'clock Eastern, which was 8 o'clock the German time. And it's important to note that the energy in the room was good, but it wasn't too high because nobody ever likes seeing a group of Germans get really, really excited. In media this week, House of the Dragon got renewed for season 2 because HBO will do anything other than give us closure for the dog shit that was the last 8 seasons. We'll see if this plays out or not as something that may be worth watching. Resident Evil got canceled. Really good bones in that series. Unfortunately, Netflix decided to cancel it because they're sort of like Fox in that aspect. And then Jeffrey Dean Morgan on season 4 of The Boys. You probably recognize him from Supernatural or The Walking Dead. Really excited to see him do some work on that, so good job, Amazon. You win this round. In news and media, JoeRogan had a special guest appearance by the Zuck himself. He was talking a lot about a variety of things, including the future of Meta, and he wanted to let everybody know that he did, in fact, get told by the FBI about some of the information from Hunter Biden's laptop and those things that he had to suppress, and that he had to take a judgment call on that, what he was informed by the government. Also from the government, just to let you know, they have not lost any ability to be trustworthy whatsoever, and they are completely open to sharing information at all times. Links in the comments below if you're interested in any of that, by the way. Student loan relief announced for all borrowers who have a low to middle income from President Biden this week. All I know is that there's several people who said that their credit card debt now identifies as student debt. Here's a fun story that's been going around the internet lately and wanted to share. It's a maybe Chinese proverb. So one day a farmer, his horse ran away. People said he was unlucky. He simply said maybe. The next day the horse came back with multiple additional wild horses with it. And people said, oh, you're so lucky you have wild horses now that you didn't have to go and get yourself. He goes, maybe. Well, then the next day his son was trying to break one of the wild horses and fell off and broke his leg. And they said, oh, your son's so unlucky, he broke his leg trying to tame the horse. He said, maybe. And then the next day after that, the army came through and they were conscripting young warriors. And his son was not able to be a part of that because his leg was broken. People said, oh, you're so lucky. He said, maybe. And the moral of the story is that until you fully see something beginning to end, you don't know if something's good or bad. It's simply circumstantial. Also, your own perspective on things can make something that is or is not good or bad, good or bad. So just remember that as things come along, you think they're good, you think they might not be good, maybe they are, maybe they aren't. There's the Xbox, there's the PlayStation, but there's one thing we can always bitch about. Many years ago, we could go as gamers and get on and we could trash talk people that we'd never met, never known, we'll never meet, hopefully, especially based on some of the shit that I've said and about the various positions their mothers enjoyed with multiple types of farm animals and instruments. But I would say that it seems like the gaming community now, you play games, you just don't have that level of interaction with a stranger. Sure, you still have Twitter, Facebook, things that you can rant and rave on, but there's that personal touch of being able to talk shit to somebody while you're throttling them in the game of your choice. I'm hoping that in the next few years, maybe perhaps with more inclusivity of interactivity with these larger scale games and MMOs, that you're really going to be able to just reach out and piss somebody off enough to throw a controller, which Nintendo's already realized that you need to have a strap on your wrist. But that's really my main complaint. I think it'll make gamers come together more as a organization and group if they can just give each other a little bit of shit. Sometimes that's okay. This week, our special guest is none other than the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Chris Shelor of Shelor Select Podcast. We'll be going over some of the things that has driven him to be as successful as he is in both his personal and professional lives. Stay tuned and hope you enjoy this snippet coming up.
Not only that, so it's just knowing that I have a goal to live to 100, be a centurion.
Okay.
Now, will that happen? I don't know. Will genes hit me before whatever, take out the all this shit that I'm doing? I don't know. But wake up. I like being able just to feel good, and like if anybody says let's go do like the Spartan race this week, and I know that I'm very capable of doing it. And there's nothing holding me back from it, and I just like knowing that,
and asking you. I don't think I've asked you this before, but not from an aspect of like goals, because again, your focus on goal, being a centurion, your daily habits of like getting in there, getting into the gym, working out. You've been consistently putting out, which is key. Shelor selects at least once a week now. Honestly, it's like 5 days a week now.
After a while, it was, yeah.
And so, what's your vision? What's your goal for that?
As far as like what I see myself doing in the future for it, or what do you?
Just like what's your vision that makes it so you're not just like fuck it and walk off?
I think it's just that one of these things, especially with today's times, that you have to keep producing content, and that if you don't, that you're easily going to be forgotten. So especially with there's always new streamers, there's always new people like that coming up super quick. Everyone's just trying to get into the TikTok, streaming, YouTube, podcast game now, and so it's like, if I keep putting out content, if I just be self-disciplined and know that, keep doing dirty work that I got to do, put it out there, and I'll make a habit of it, and I'll keep doing it, and which is what I've done.
Hope you guys enjoyed that little snippet of the chat Chris and I had. If you're looking for the full discussion as well as the after video, both links will be below. Feel free to like and subscribe to Shelor Select as well. There's a link below for that as well. If you're looking to find interesting people doing interesting things, Chris is the guy that you want to watch and listen to as he digs into the stuff that matters. Thanks again for being on the show. And to close out the good stuff this week, give yourself permission to be happy. A lot of people think that happiness is a place, that it's a state of mind, it's something that they need to achieve, it's the acquisition of material or the spiritual or something, but just take a deep breath and realize that you can be happy regardless of your circumstances, regardless of your possessions, regardless of really anything other than you letting yourself be happy. It's an interesting concept, but your attitude is everything, and sometimes you need to just tell yourself, it's okay, I'm okay, and I can be happy. And I appreciate everybody joining the show this week. Hope that this made your day a little happier and a little brighter. Please like and subscribe if you like this content. If you don't like this content, leave a comment and I'll see if I can fix it for you. If I can't fix it for you, well, go on and be happy somewhere else. Otherwise, have a great day and looking forward to seeing you next week.